all of my skincare products, all of my hair care products, the supplements, I buy direct from these companies, and I buy from companies that I know make quality products, but are not like Wall Street, Fortune 500 type companies, because then you know that your money is really going to support an entrepreneur who's doing something that you appreciate. So shop small and shop strategically. On part 2 of episode 82 of the Harness the Power of Planning podcast, I talk about how to plan so that you can use all the holiday sales happening in a way that is strategic, that serves you and your wallet. Coming up now. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is holiday sales. We just finished the sales around Thanksgiving, right? So there's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of that stuff. And we're entering a period where there are going to be a whole bunch more of holiday sales coming up. And what I want to suggest to you is that you take advantage of the holiday sales. You plan, we always say planning makes everything easier. Planning makes everything better. That you plan to use the holiday sales in a strategic way. What does that mean? So for me, I don't ever go to stores around the holidays. It's just I can't take all of the people. So I am not just randomly buying things. If I am buying something for a holiday sale, it's something that I was already going to buy. Either something that I was curious about that I've been thinking about buying, and so maybe I saw something in October and I thought to myself, "You know what? I don't need that thing right now, but I'm curious." Actually, I can mention, one of the things. So, around October, I became interested in socks that you can use kind of like shoes, but they also provide grounding benefits, which I can't even get into that topic. But I was curious about these grounding socks that are have enough structural integrity that you can walk around and, like, if you step on something hard or something, it would actually provide some resistance so you wouldn't, like, get a nail in your foot wearing these socks out and about. Anyway, so I had been interested in these grounding socks back in October, but because it was October, I'm like, "Oh, okay, holiday sales are gonna come up." So I wrote it down as something to check out and see what their holiday sale would be. So it was something I was already interested in. Another way that I like to use holiday sales is to stock up on stuff I already use. And because there are always holiday sales, I start planning for this back in, like, August, September. I kind of go through all of our skincare. I go through all of our toiletries, shampoo, etc., and all of our vitamin supplements, because these are things that I'm constantly buying because we're always using supplements, using shampoo, using face cream. I go through and I see how much we have left, and then I try not to buy any more until the holiday sales hits, because then I can save, like, sometimes up to 50% of my holiday sales, and then I just on the regular prices, and then I just stock up on things I'm gonna buy anyway. So I'm using the holiday sales to benefit me and to not just buy things that I don't know if I want or don't know if I need. With just a little bit of planning makes it so much easier, and then often I don't have to rebuy anything until summer, and then I'll buy a few things to last me until the next holiday sale, and it just saves a ton of money doing that way. In fact, I use it's hard to do it with skincare because the bottles, they kinda take up a lot of space. However, I use shampoo soap, like a bar soap, and so it's really small, and each bar soap, the company I use is Viori, Viori.com. I love their product, and each bar of soap lasts about 2 to 3 months. So literally, I only need like 6 to 10 of these bars, depending on if my husband and daughter are using it too, because my daughter switches her mind about what she wants to use for shampoo. Anyway, so it doesn't take up a lot of space because, 6 to 10 bars of soap only takes up this much space. I literally only buy soap from them once a year. I just buy for the whole year and then I never buy again. So take advantage of the holiday sales to stock up on things that you would buy anyway. It's just good planning. And, sometimes I take advantage of these sales. Like, for instance, when I first started using Viore, I've been using them for a while now. I think I've been using them pre-pandemic even. So 5, 6 years. The first year I discovered Viore, that was actually a gift that I gave to people because I thought, "Hey, here's this really cool product. It's a small company. I wanted to support them, and I wanted to introduce people to this cool product that I thought was different and really, functional." So, sometimes take advantage of the holiday sales to stock up on things you like, and if someone has been telling you lately that your hair or your skin or whatever look really good, consider gifting some of those items. That's the other thing too, is that when you are spending your money, consider buying from small companies because when you buy from small companies, you're really supporting the entrepreneur in a different way than when you're buying from big companies. So, I do get all of my skincare products, all of my hair care products, the supplements, I buy direct from these companies, and I buy from companies that I know make quality products, but are not like Wall Street, Fortune 500 type companies, because then you know that your money is really going to support an entrepreneur who's doing something that you appreciate. So shop small and shop strategically. It's also a good time to try out something new. Like, so for instance, another brand that I really love is called True Botanicals. That's the majority of my skincare is True Botanicals. And I will use their holiday sale to try out something new that maybe I hadn't tried before. So I've tried probably about 12 of their products at this point, and for this holiday sale, I've been feeling like my skin's been really dry. The air has been super dry where I am this year, and I was looking for something, and I noticed that they had this product called Nighttime Moisture Lock Cream, and I said, "Oh, that's exactly what I've just been complaining about, that." And so I used this most recent holiday sale to try out this new product and see if I like it. Sometimes I love it. There have been a couple products of theirs that I didn't care for, that happens, but it was a great opportunity to try. I do really like this moisture lock product, by the way. I feel like my skin is very moisturized and dewy, so that was a good find. So be strategic about your holiday sales. Use don't feel pressured to buy things that you don't know if you're gonna use. That's how I use holiday sales strategically, is I'm stocking up and buying things from brands that I already know and love, or brands that I've been curious about for a long time and just hadn't pulled the trigger on. I never use holiday sales as a time to be like, "Ooh, who's got the biggest sale over here? Who's got the biggest sale over there? Who's got" I never do it like that because that's how you end up buying things that you don't need or that you don't like. By the way, one other thing that I've been doing that I just did recently, and it's not so much holiday sales, but it's December. You might have an FSA or an HSA, which is a savings account that's set up through your employer in order to set aside money for health related issues or health related costs that is pre-tax. So in a way, you're saving money because you're not paying taxes on that money that you spend. And for 2 years now, there's been a product that I've been looking at, but it's pretty expensive. Well, I have a note in my planner in November to be sure to spend the FSA dollars, because if you don't spend them, they just poof, go away, and that's money that you essentially lost. And so I've been looking for 2 years at this product. It's a little bit expensive, and when I saw that note, spend FSA money, it just so happened that we had more FSA money than we expected because we ended up paying for our kids' orthodontics faster than we expected. And so now I have this money that I was going to lose if I didn't spend it. And so I thought to myself, "Hey, this is 80% of the cost of this thing that I've been wanting for 2 years now. I'm going to take advantage of the holiday sales, spend out my FSA money, and get this thing." And so boom, 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 it was like you know, I don't really like the expression kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but essentially that. I spent out my money, I got a holiday deal, I got something that I've been wanting for 2 years now, and I'm so excited to get it, I can't wait for it to come. I'll talk about it at a future date once I have decided if I like it or not, so you'll have to tune in for that. So that is how to maximize holiday sales for your benefit. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you here next week. And as always, dream wild, wild dreamers. Thanks for joining us for the Harness the Power of Planning podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen.